Last time on Dragon Age, Morgan has joined you at her mother's breast. Why has he got a little quest symbol on his head? This means quest symbol. It is confusing. Rez, why does he have a quest symbol on him?
Because you're supposed to make poison for him.
Can I do that?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison.
Poison? Hey, is anyone here know anything about poison? I think this guy's trying to poison someone. Yeah, dude, I don't think anyone here knows about poison.
Nice audio spikes. Jesus Christ.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice. Well, there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
Show me what you've got. I'm thinking, like, what specific poison do you need, dude? Like, I got some soul rot, I got some death root. You want venom? This is pure venom. That's good enough as poison as anything, right? Toxin extract in a flask. I just need a flask. Yeah. Hey, homie.
Any luck with that poison?
You got a flask? So I made death root. Oh, I just made death root extra. I need venom extra. What? I'm confused. How? What am I doing? Rez, help.
The quest symbol's gone. Maybe it's in your quest log now. There you go.
3 flasks of venom. Okay, I need
2.
10.
All of them.
Oh no! I have to do this, and then this, and then this, and then this.
Fire.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Wait. I gave you what you wanted.
No, you're making death root extract. You're supposed to make another venom.
I need a venom, so I need to find some venom?
You're just making a bunch of death root extract.
Okay, so I need to find
You
some...
already looked at it and saw exactly what ingredient you needed.
I need toxin extract, so I gotta find some of that.
Yep. I counted up for the 3rd video.
Uh-huh.
The amount of skill points that you've allocated and where you put them.
Uh-huh.
And you put a total of like 3 or 4 skill points at that point between willpower and magic.
Yeah.
And between literally everything else, you had put almost 10. Meaning you were misallocating like a motherfucker. You did an entire level up where you just put stuff into constitution and strength. And that was the first time I was like, I'm really confused about why you're doing this.
I had a lot of HP though.
I think most of the points that you misallocated went into strength.
Alright, since now I have this chick, I'm gonna go backtrack just a tiny little bit because there's a bunch of chests and stuff I did not loot.
Yeah, you were just looking for a place to save when you were going there, and then you just kept running into all the quests on the way.
And I can also take all this stuff to sell.
Fear of the moon,
Now,
such
since I
that I
have
must
open
place my faith
inventory
in tales so that I may
space.
sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic.
You're still Liliana.
All these
Yeah, no.
wondrous.
Just in case I come across. What is this? Oh, it's a date.
Yeah.
It's a date. So this is a drink that is from fucking Series 4, Year 90, or whatever the fuck they go by. Age 4, Year 90, I'm guessing.
Probably.
Things around us, both dark
So
and
someone
light.
who is a
We know
connoisseur
these things exist.
of fine
The fact that
liqueur
their existence does not
would enjoy
presuppose
this.
an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos.
God,
is
those
futile.
accents are awful.
Nature is
But-
by
oh,
its very
yeah.
nature chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours apparently being to bother me.
Hey,
Can you tell they don't get along? Can you tell that literally everyone hates Morgan?
Why? She didn't do anything other than have her tits out. I mean, fuck.
She's a bitch. And a witch.
Which bitch?
She treats everyone like crap. She's the one that starts most of these arguments. Other people just argue back. So actually, she did do something.
Any chesticles here?
You know what that reminds me of? You know when you're a kid and you're in school and then some kid hits you, so you like hit him back and now you're in trouble? when he started it.
Yeah, but
And like, it doesn't matter who started it. It's like, yeah, it kind of does. That's the basis of like every conflict to ever happen in the history of forever.
But zero tolerance, okay? Zero tolerance. We can't tolerate that.
Zero tolerance for what? Defending yourself?
No, seriously, like, fuck that.
Never understood that.
Me neither, because
It doesn't matter who starts it. Yeah, it does.
It incentivizes bullies to just, because like, it gives them a tool, right? Since they know you fighting back against them will get you in trouble, incentivizing you not to fight back. Mm-hmm. Therefore, he doesn't even need to be as good of a bully anymore, because he's already been incentivized to bully you just before that breaking point, like not to initiate it, but to exude enough threat to your personhood. They're like, hey man, I don't want it to like go ahead, just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, you're already gonna do it. If I fight you, I'm in trouble. If I don't fight you, you're gonna do whatever. So just fucking do it. And you know, it's helping the bully.
And you know what they say for you to actually do? Oh, well, just tell the teacher. And then you go tell the teacher.
I shall.
And they
Well, I
do
didn't see him
fucking
do it.
nothing because there's no evidence of any wrongdoing, and they don't want to get
My
involved.
mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Quanari wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true.
I mean, it kind of is.
Sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
Cold in the
What are
head?
stories about?
Of course.
I mean,
think
you
my
can
mother
get a
would let
head
me go
cold by
without telling
fucking
me all
not being
the
warm.
stories of her youth?
Your immune system
My
gets
mother
weakened.
told me stories too. She was the one who kindled
Technically,
my love of
that's
the old
not what
tales
that
and
means.
legends.
But
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little
Cold?
girl wants to hear about
Giving
the
you a
wild
cold
men her mother took
is
to
just
her
a
bed,
myth.
using them till they were spent, then killing
Bacteria.
them. No
Yeah.
little girl
Or
wants to be
viruses.
told
Yeah.
that this is also
that can give
expected
you
of
things
her.
like
Right,
colds.
Once she
but
comes
your
of age.
body having to
I-
exert energy to warm your body.
That's not what it
No, you
is.
don't.
It's that
You really
bacteria
don't.
lives better, easier, in a cooler climate.
That is also true. That is.
That's the main thing.
Also tepid as well, being just
But
tepid.
if you are in a not,
Clean.
sickly, germ-filled environment, cold will not make you have a cold.
As I pan around this sickly, gross,
Filled with refugees.
uh-huh. So yeah, in the situation, it absolutely would be.
Oh yeah.
Am I about to search a pile of shit?
Filth.
Shit.
Filth.
Shit.
It's
Yes,
it's
of
filth.
course.
Look, see? It's just some filth with
Oh
some herbs in
no!
it.
Chewing elf fruit. I'm gonna put this in my mouth. I'm going to put some poo-poo covered elf fruit in my mouth and chew it.
Clean it first. Run it under some water, Go to a river.
Allison, I wanna be your friend. I haven't been.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps.
Do any of my people need make tracks? Hold on.
A rogue would be the one to make them.
But I don't think she has.
Old Man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Oh, she's the animal lover. I know they're blight spawn, but like I don't want to poison them because that sounds so fucking gross.
None to be had.
Remember,
Barlin has
this
all the
is
traps in
made
the
by
village in
BioWare.
Westfield.
And BioWare is like
I
cancerously
didn't
political.
mean to bother you. Sorry.
Actual BioWare developers are like the ones you see, the kind of people you'd see on social media with like green hair telling you, oh, you don't share this opinion that I just tweeted? Well, you're actually a Nazi. You should kill yourself.
You're right. They always incentivize like doing the good way in all their fucking games. Like any Mass Effect game you play, if you fucking go full, I did nothing there. I did nothing.
That's the game crashing.
Okay, that was not me that time.
That turned off. That just crashed.
Okay, that was not me.
I see that. The game is closed. That was just the game crashing.
But it wasn't me, and that's what's important.
Did you save it all?
No.
I'm honestly amazed with how much this game's crashed that you are still willing to play through it. I wouldn't have
You
done
may
it.
not believe it, but I'll
Personally?
prove then. The kind of piece of
After
bread
that
and
second crash, I probably just wouldn't have done it.
At the monastery that I would start.
I really would have considered it after that first one.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
Yeah, have your background chat while I fucking go through all this chest.
Why?
I mean, I think it's mostly just because
It was my
I'm
head.
used to shit just
But it was just you
breaking
and your
all the
mother.
goddamn time
No
and
one
just
else.
fucking power through it. Like,
Mother
that's just
occasionally
my
had
mentality that's been baked
company.
into me. If something
What?
breaks, fucking get back to it, work
Company?
around it, find another way
That's
to
all
do
you
it,
want
and
to
get
ask.
back to doing it because it
No,
needs to get done.
You really
My mentality is, the game breaks, fuck it, and fuck the developers. Just blacklist their games.
I mean, fuck BioWare. I always hated BioWare. I've never not hated BioWare.
I loved BioWare games for a while.
I loved Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 1 is probably my first BioWare game. I loved Mass Effect 1. And then
hated
Mass
Mass Effect
Effect
1.
Mass Effect 2 came out, and I thought, oh man, with what they did with 1, I bet 2 is gonna be... No! They took out the Mako, they took
I
out
was
every...
so happy about that.
I love doing the Mako.
The second Mako segment is what made me uninstall that game.
Did you get eaten
I
by the worm?
was... No. I was just in the middle of it. I was like, this is so boring. My first Mass Effect game was the second one, and then I played the third one, and eventually, because it wasn't on PlayStation, the first one, it wasn't on it. They ported it. I was like, all right, I'll play it. And so I played it. I got to like the second Mako part. I was so bored. It was so annoying. I gave up. I just stopped playing it. I was like, I love Mass Effect. I love BioWare games, but I cannot get through this. I'm just so bored. The whole thing about this, when I heard that they were adding the vehicle to Andromeda, I thought that would be the worst part about it. I thought there would be nothing in the game worse than that. I could not finish Mass Effect 1 because of that vehicle. 2, played more than once. 3, I even liked the endings. I really didn't see anything wrong with the endings. Because they didn't plan on continuing it, I was like, it doesn't need to be like this branching choice kind of ending. It's the end of the series, quote unquote.
It was, the endings were, woo! I have 5 this time.
I do wonder if this would be more stable in windowed mode, though. For all we know, that right there could be the only thing making the game crash.
You're here about... I got other...
We're about to find out because every single time I did exactly this, exactly this, exactly this, exactly that, and then click, 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 scroll down, F5 this time, and then here, crash.
That was a lot of money from those arrows.
Right?
I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
My
I
food!
said enough!
Hey, wait, I want to talk to people. Hey, hey, hey.
That marshman stole from me. I
Hey!
know it.
Do you recognize his
Carnage
voice
were left
actor?
in the wild with
give me a
horrors
hint.
playing.
Left in the wild?
Talk to him again.
Horrifying.
That marshman stole from me. I know it. That marshman stole from me.
This is
I
the same
know it.
voice actor as the dude from the beginning who was a blood mage.
Oh my god, your friend.
Yep.
Oh.
They reuse the voice actors a lot.
Oh man.
A lot.
What was the point of that? Just to make me think that the brown people are stealers? Huh? Are you brown people all fucking thieves? Huh? You guys stealing everything? Huh? Because you're brown? Fuck.
You've already heard things about them up to this point.
Yeah, I have. There's the little notification.
If I remember correctly, that is actually relevant for a quest, though.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Yes, Janeway.
Ever since good King Kalen passed, refugees and soldiers have been passing through. I'm the elder here, and I've my hands full making sure refugees don't turn to petty theft, or worse. Sir Bryant at the Chantry is seeing to matters of defence and such. He'd have more of an ear for your type.
No, I want to talk to you.
Too much to do, and not enough time. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I, in fact, do.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Quest. Refer to her note. She gave me an actual note to read. Did this bitch seriously give me an actual... She will, elf root, making lesser health poultices. I mean... I got some elf root.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods? This will help many people.
There you go.
You're a good sort, you know.
And I probably just killed 35 people doing that, didn't I?
No. Not yet. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Because I gave her this medicine, she's gonna get killed. Some soldiers are gonna steal the medicine and use it in a war coming up, and they're gonna slaughter all the people here. But if they did not have the 50 potions, they would have not been able to take over the town. It's all my fault because I gave some old bitch some medicine. Right?
Sounds about right.
Ikum bokum, diki diki taki, riki tiki tavi, no sarambi. I can speak weird shit too.
One of my captors.
I've showed you him.
Isn't he one of those weird fucking demon people, but they're not demon people in this game?
Yes.
Okay. Are those supposed to be horns?
No. Those are just dreadlocks.
A prisoner. I'm in a cage, am I not?
He's a Quanari.
I've been placed here by the Chantry.
And in the next game, you'll just find randomly the Quanari are now purple and have horns like demons. They look like those giant troll things that you fought.
Vanguard of the Quanari peoples. I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
If you actually go into this knowing anything about Quanari,
20 days now.
He would seem a lot less okay of a person because Quanari typically are terrible, terrible people in the eyes of everyone that is not a Quanari because their culture is it's one of complete subjugation. They'll show up like Mongol hordes essentially, and you convert and do as we say, or you all die. That's pretty much it.
I mean,
you have no choice in the matter.
Let's be real
here. We will
here.
rule you, or you will all die.
That's basically every faction ever.
Not in this game. Because none of the other nations make you convert, and they're not as strict. The Tevinter Imperium is maybe pretty strict, but Orlais is not very strict. Ferelden is not strict at all.
Let's say, right now, I walk in front of a chantry, and I go, all your beliefs are fucking wrong. They're actually devil worshippers. If you do what they say, you're going to go straight to hell. These people are lying to you. They're manipulating all that good shit. What would happen to me?
You literally saw that when you walked into this town.
I suppose I did.
You literally saw it. And all that happened was people were like, please stop that. Please don't do that. Please, you're freaking people out. Please. That's all that happened.
There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrenders.
In Orlais, someone might pay to have you, taken out, because Orlais is kind of that kind of political landscape.
Either you have an
Ferelden's really not that bad of a place.
Life to know nothing of regret. Death will be my atonement. Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
I am on a quest of great importance.
Importance is a matter of perspective. From here, very little seems meaningful. I would not, were I her. Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Hey, no crashes so far. F5.
My preference is death in battle. Failing that, I will wait for the Darkspawn. No doubt. What help do you seek? The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then? Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill.
He's just let me fucking die here. Wait, you're a Grey Warden? I love Grey Wardens, oh my god! Seriously though, this dude was straight up What? Oh, you don't know her, Grant? Wait, you're a Grey Warden? Oh my god, I am such a fan! Like, for real.
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance.
Oh, now
my
he's
gift with
fucking
you
cool
here.
to go. Because I'm a Grey Warden. What a fucking hypocrite.
I never liked Sten.
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve?
Yeah. Whatever he said. Alright, where was this lady again? Was she in the church?
Here's a direct comparison between Sten and then one of the ones from the next game.
So, from this one I'm reading is that there's 2 breeds.
Yeah, it's they're ones without horns are supposed to be special, but let's be real, he doesn't look anything like a Quanari.
No!
He's just a black guy. That is literally it. Quanari are supposed to have metallic looking skin.
Are these Quanari?
No, those are chastened.
Well, he's black.
Those are he doesn't look black.
Kinda.
He looks tan.
She looks like she's got spray tan. What is the etymology of chanter or chantry?
I'm not stupid. Am
What
I?
do you mean?
Like, other than literally being like,
Because it hurts my manly
like,
feet
why is it
once
called
you
a
know
chantry, not a
you're one of
church,
Then
or
I'll
a
be
temple,
sure to write you
or
an
fucking,
apology
I don't
once all
know.
of this is over.
There's
I was
probably a
educated by the
reason,
Chantry.
but it's probably
I
just
studied
flavor.
history. They don't make stupid Templars.
Then I must have been mistaken.
But it's
What
probably
do you
has to
wish
do
of
with
me?
the fact that their
If
thing
you
is called the Chant of Light. Hence
By
the chantry.
others,
If I had to
do
take
you
a
mean
guess.
yourself? Then I shall teach you what I can whenever we are in camp, provided you have the will to even make the attempt, that is.
Seriously? Seriously? I could have just missed that by not talking to her?
What do you wish of
There's a
me?
lot more like that. Uh-huh.
If you must.
Like I said, there's a lot of stuff you can talk to them
Why do you
about.
ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
Hey, you can probe me inside. Yes!
Beg pardon then while I jump for joy. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
Did you see what happened?
Yes, I saw. Are you liking Dragon Age then?
No, I just hate that I'm so fucking predictable because I'm horny all the time. Show me your tits.
Would you not do the same? For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized land, I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that
If you're
Flemeth
so
could
bold,
never
what
have
about your
prepared
tits?
me for. Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only
If
once
you can
was
get a
I
girl to laugh,
accused
you're
of being
already in
a
her
witch of the
pants.
wilds,
We're
and
good to go,
that by a
boys.
Chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested. Men are always willing to believe 2 things about a woman. 1, that she is weak, and 2, that she finds him attractive.
You don't have to find me
played the
attractive,
weakling
I just got a
about
fat
my
hog.
eyelashes
Wanna
at the
play?
captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society
looks
which
like a witch
have
to me.
always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
No bad touches.
To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Remind me to make her bathe before we rut.
Yes.
This is like
Here I
based on a
am.
medieval
Well, let's
culture.
get on with
People
it before
pretty
the
much
ground
only
opens up and
bathed like
swallows us, yes?
once a year at this time anyway. And that was completely normal.
Yes?
You would just be used to it.
Rich people actually bathe less frequently than commoners. It's just they had access to things like perfumes and
Yes.
stuff like that. So they actually bathed less frequently, meaning whenever you went near a rich person, they smelled like fucking thick perfume filled with
And
fucking...
several different perfumes
Yep.
as well.
Yep, and fucking ambergris. Like, have you ever smelled ambergris? That shit is disgusting, but it's probably better than smelling some fucking rotten old snatch, you know?
If you must. Well, that depends, does it not?
I'll laugh at her again.
What does she seem to be? You mean, is she truly the Flemeth of legend and story? Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire. As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful. Fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
What are you doing?
It's my eyes going...
Great.
The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar.
That
Lord
sounds about
Conabar
right.
approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Damn.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement.
Oh, shit.
All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
I wouldn't answer, like, any of these. Like, honestly, I'd be like, so basically she's pissed at both of them now. She probably would go after both, but, like...
That was not the point. Conabar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see.
Basically,
Chased
no matter
her
what
to
I
the
chose,
wilds,
she
and
would have said the
there she
exact same
died.
thing.
There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies. The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
Oh boy.
Nothing. I wish to know nothing more.
Oops.
I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Yeah, let's move on to the fucking forest. Did I just get an ability?
It was the shape-shifting.
Okay, it was the same one.
Yeah, it was just the shape-shifting.
Plot!